Morning, everyone. How's everybody doing this morning? Good. I just got up about an hour ago. Put my gear on. But I have something important to address here that needs to be spoken on. All right. So, John, here's the thing, my guy. Here's the thing, John. You're going to have a choice to make, my friend. A very important choice. Because as of right now, John, because of what you've done, you are currently facing 25 to life in federal prison. Because you are on probation. If me and my legal team wanted to, we could call your probation officer right now and you would be locked up. Because you are on probation, you have a firearm in your home. You have a firearm in your home. You are a felon. You are not allowed to own a firearm. And you brandished a weapon right there on your live stream a few months ago. Now, what do you think is going to happen when police raid your home after your probation officer gets wind from me and my team that you're brandishing a weapon and have a firearm in your home? Not only that, but you would be charged with spearheading what you did to Cassandra. Sending people to her house to harass her, that's another charge against you. We know that you had something to do with blackmailing her into her handing over her half of mine and hers company to William. Like, we know you had a hand in that. Now, here's the thing, John. You stand a lot to lose. A lot to lose. And as of right now, with all charges against you, including your history, you're looking at least 25 to life. Without a doubt. But I could save you from that. I could save you from that, John. All you got to do is work for us. Here's what's going to happen, my boy. You are either A, going to work for me and my legal team to get back what is rightfully mine, to get what not only is mine, but Cassandra's. You're going to work with us and give us real, valid, and legitimate information on John and Southern in order to help me, Cassandra, and our legal team to get her half of our company back. Or if you do not, and you fail to provide false information, or if you refuse to do so, if you refuse to work for us, my legal team, who has direct contact with your probation officer, will then get a hold of your probation officer, let them know what you've been doing, and not only will your house be raided for weapons, you will be charged and booked, and you will be facing 25 to life in federal prison. So here's what you're going to do, John. You're going to squeal. You're going to work for us. If you do not, you will be charged, because I have direct access to your probation officer, my dude. Matter of fact, your probation officer is actually a cool ass fucking person. I had a conversation with them and I told them straight up that I'd be more than happy to keep an eye on shit. Because I have no problem with that. Now, I have no problem filling your probation officer in about what you've been doing, my dude. I have no problem with that. I have zero issue with going fucking full on bad cop on your ass and filling your probation officer in on what you've been doing and how you have a weapon in your home. You are a convicted felon. You are not allowed to own a firearm, but yet you have one in your home and you have brandished it on live stream. CIA has undeniable, irrefutable video and screenshot evidence to prove that you do have a weapon in your home. You are a convicted felon. You are not allowed to own a firearm, my dude. You are not allowed. And to Felicia, here's the thing. I'm not a convicted felon. He is. Here's the thing. My charges got dropped. I don't have any felonies. But old Johnny boy does. So, John, here's what's going to happen. Okay? Here's the gravity of everything. Here's the reality of it. You're going to work for me and my legal team to help get what is rightfully Cassandra's back to her from mine and hers company, or you will be facing prison time. Because if you fail to work for us, or you give us bad information, I will know. I will know right away within milliseconds if you are feeding us bad information. Because if I find out one time that you're feeding bad information, your probation officer will be found and you will be arrested. Because right now, John, you stand to lose a lot, my friend. You stand to lose quite a bit, my friend. Right now, you're staring down the barrel of a 25 to life that has you locked in for 25 to life. Not only for your history, but for you having a firearm and you doing what you did, which we have proof of everything. We know you had something to do with what happened to Cassandra. Now, here's the thing. If you do not want to go to prison, my guy, you're going to fucking work for us. You are going to help get back what is rightfully Cassandra's, and you will help us bring down William and Southern. Because what they are doing is fraudulent and illegal. And if you do not help us bring them down and to give back what is rightfully Cassandra's and mine, if you do not help us, you're facing a lot of charges and a lot of years. So, John, unless you want me and my legal team to show your probation officer what you did to Cassandra, how you blackmailed her, how you openly admitted to sending people to her house and assault her, and having a firearm in your home when you're a convicted felon, and doing all this other shit that you're doing, if you don't want to end up in prison for 25 to life on those three things alone, on top of whatever else your probation officer is going to have you charged with, I highly suggest that you think about what is going on. I highly suggest that you work with us to bring down William and John, or William and Southern John. Those are your only two options. Either work for me and my team to help get back what is rightfully Cassandra's and mine's stuff, or you will be facing federal charges. And I don't think you want that, John. I don't think you want that happening. I don't think you want to end up in prison, my guy. Just saying, man. Because unless you want to end up in prison for all those charges, you better fucking work for us. Because if you do not work for us, we will tell your probation officer what you've been doing. And guess what? That's a 25 to life sentence right there in federal prison, my guy. That is literally a 25 to life sentence. Because like I said, we have all the evidence that we need to have you charged for violating your parole. We have everything we need to have you charged and stuff for violating, dude. We have all the video and screenshot evidence that we need. But I'm trying to do you a solid, my guy. I'm trying to keep you out of handcuffs. I'm trying to keep you out of prison so that you ain't fucking got to deal with shit. Because right now, John, you're staring down, looking at a 25 to life. And if they do give you life, you're going to be looking at an LWOP, which is life without parole. More than likely, the judge is going to hit you with a life without parole. We know about what you did, John. We know about how you had a hand in everything last night, man. We know about it. We have the evidence to back it up and to prove it. And I don't necessarily want to see you go to prison. I don't want to see anybody go to prison. But if you do not work for us and start feeding us information that we need, that is legitimate information, that will be cross-referenced, that will be double-checked and gone over, and I will know if it is real or if it is actually false. Because I have one of the best legal teams on this planet. I have one of the best legal teams in the business that there is. And my legal team can and will find out if you're feeding us false information. My team don't fuck around, John. My legal advisor, my lawyer, they don't fuck around. They are the no fucking around motherfuckers. They don't play. My team has experience and extensive history in law enforcement. One of them at one point even worked for the FBI. And then they worked for the CIA for a brief stint. And then they retired. So they know how to read motherfuckers like a book. They know what they're doing and how to spot if something's fake or real. So I will know without a doubt, without a shred of doubt, whether the information that you give us is false or for real. So, John, I highly suggest you take this very, very seriously. And I do mean very seriously. Because if you do not take this seriously, I will have no choice but to go to your probation officer with my legal team and show them all the evidence and hand everything over to them. And from there, you will be charged. And then guess what? Once you're charged, it's going to be game over for you, dude. So my question to you, John, is this. Do you want to go down alone and suffer for the rest of your life? Or would you rather save yourself and help bring down or help bring down William and Southern, John? Because see, if you help us, you won't go down alone because you'll probably still be charged. It's highly unlikely. You might still be charged, but at least if you do get charged, you won't be going down alone. Because, John, I know your type very well. Very, very well, in fact. See, you're the kind of dude that when you go down, you don't want to go down alone. You don't want that. Because if you go down alone, you're going to be spending 25 to life. But if you don't go down alone and you help us, me and my legal team can talk your probation officer and the prosecutor into cutting you a deal. If they do decide to go forward and have you arrested anyway, there will be a deal cut. Hell, they may even cut you loose. They may not even charge you if you work with us. But if you don't, John, it's going to be bad for you, man. For everything that you've done. Everything that you've had a hand in. So, John, I'm going to give you from right now, from the very moment that this live stream ends and you see this, I'm going to give you from the moment that you see this to the end of tonight to make your choice. You have by the end of tonight, John, you have until 12 o'clock midnight tonight to make your choice. It's your call, man. Take your pick. You either work with us and save your own ass, or you go down and face 25 to life. It's your call, man. Take your pick. Hang on.